Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the Syrian Siren, back at it again. With a personal message for the collective. Hey. This isn't going to be for any specific zodiac sign. I am actually getting on here to announce, after a wonderful conversation with some of my roommates last night, I am going to be doing readings in Spanish as well. Not today, but I will be doing readings fully in Spanish as well, which means that my how often my readings are coming out might be a little bit less frequent with everything else I have going on. Either I'll make full readings in Spanish with English subtitles. It's funny because I've had a few people that don't even speak Spanish that have said, oh, I really want you to do your readings in Spanish. And they don't even speak Spanish. They're just like, I just want to hear, I just feel like, it will be like really powerful. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Y'all really like the Spanish, don't you? Which is fine. So, I will be offering that very soon here. I'm not going to promise a time, but I will be offering readings in Spanish as well. So stay tuned for that. Apart from that, if you would like to check your horoscope for whatever planetary conjunctions we have going on right now, check out my girl Charlie Star. Her information's in my bio below. Yeah, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me as well, the information is in my bio, so feel free to check that out. Okay, so we're gonna do a brief reading before I go work. So let's see what we have for the collective today. What is the message we have for everybody until next week? Yeah, I said next week a couple days ago. I'm just gonna keep saying next week, and then I'll just surprise you guys with coming earlier or later, honestly, because I don't have any sort of structure with anything right now. I'm kind of just going with it. My headphones fucked up my hair a little bit, but it's fine. Okay. Excuse me. So, let's see what the oracle message is. This is morning dew stillness. Take a pause, dear one, for right now is not the time for action. There is plenty of moving around you that is causing you to feel unrooted and lacking in direction. When this happens, it's because you are still in the transition stage. There's often a desire to skip past the dark, murky parts of the journey, but there is value in the moments when nothing seems clear. There is more to learn, embrace, or consider before making future plans. Attempting to force any changes now will only result in more frustration, and perhaps you may end up going backwards. You will know when the time is right to move ahead, because clarity and sureness will return to you. Rather than focusing on the future, turn your gaze to what is immediately in front of you. Now is a good time to detox either in your home or in other areas of your life. Clearing out whatever is no longer useful to you will stimulate additional shifts and make room for what is yet to come. Okay, so there's a need to be okay with the unknown right now, because I'm hearing nothing is set in stone, okay? Some of you guys might be filled with a lot of anger or frustration, sadness, jealousy, heartache, fear, anxiety, things of that nature. And that's the reason why you're confused as to whether you should be taking action right now or whether you should be relaxing right now and taking care of yourself, right? I am being told, yeah, especially with everything going on here, it does seem like with the all of the planets in retrograde and everything going on astrologically right now, some of you guys might be feeling uncertain as to what the future holds, as to whether you're going to get whatever it is that you're manifesting, as to whether you're going to be okay, as to whether somebody likes you. For some of you guys, there's a lot of different energies that are interfering with your reason right now. And it's because there's a lot of energies that need to be cleared out before new energies can be brought in, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. Again, I'm going to make this brief. Let's see what message we have. What message do we have to clarify this? My friend said past life energies are coming in to interfere with stuff that's going on with you right now. So if you're feeling like there's a lot of unclarity that's happening in your life and in general, oh, speaking of which, me and Charlie are going to be doing a podcast tomorrow about alien abduction and about twin flames. So make sure that you check into that tomorrow, okay? I do get here that you guys are afraid that you're not going to get your wish fulfillment, whatever that means for you. Oh, look it's the Five of Cups. So some of you guys might be really like sad, depressed. I'm hearing angry. Some of you guys might not process sadness through sadness. Some of you guys might process sadness through anger. Yes, my nails are wet, and yes, I'm doing the most. My nails are wet. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting here that you're too much in your head. You might be thinking like, oh, this isn't ever gonna work out for me, or oh, this isn't gonna happen for me, or oh, you don't know what the fuck is gonna work or happen for you. You don't know what the gods have in store. Stop trying to put yourself in their position, right? I am a control freak by nature, okay? And I'm having to learn right now that regardless of what the external circumstances look like, I know that my ancestors, my spirit guides or allies or whatever you refer to them as, whatever it is that's going on right now is going to work out in my best interest. And I know that whatever it is that I want will come to me and it is already mine, right? It might look like things are getting kind of mixed up, you're kind of lost in the sauce right now, but that's because you're trying to stay in control of things that are not in your control, right? But let's get more into it. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. That was just an extra message for some of you guys. Clarity on, no, not clarity. Yeah, some of you guys are so anxious that it's making you a little bit lazy. Okay, I'm getting this as a love reading, okay? Because I keep seeing the Two of Cups. So some of you guys might be concerned about a lover. It could be a Scorpio or a Pisces. Then we got Sagittarius energy coming through here. That was a lot. Yeah, so for some of you guys, you could be kind of... I'm just hearing stuck in a rut. Because some of you guys want to either make an offer to somebody, a proposal to somebody. You want to send a message to someone. It's like there's this energy of wanting something really, really bad and feeling like you're never going to get it. Some of you guys aren't listening to your intuition about the situation, though. That's kind of what I'm getting here, but we're going to keep going and see what else we get. What is it that is causing the collective this disappointment? So some of you guys might be a little bit bitter because of something in the past. I'm hearing past treatment for some of you guys. That could very well be what it is. Like you're applying past emotions and past experiences to a present experience, and maybe that's not the energy that you need to be in to bring in what you want. For others of you, you're bitter about something you're keeping secret. Maybe you're keeping your feelings secret or your thoughts secret. Maybe you're keeping a person secret. Maybe you actually have a secret. I'm going to look for clarity on this in a second. So I'm getting two messages for you. You could be a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Some of you guys are trying to hide your severe anxiety and self-criticism with anger, okay? And that could be causing you to start fights for no reason with people that you don't need to be fighting with. Well, you never need to be fighting with anybody like that. But I'm kind of getting that some of you guys are really anxious about something totally irrelevant to what you're overreacting about. And I don't say overreacting to make you feel like something's wrong with you, right? All of our emotions are valid. So if you're feeling anxious or unsure about something working out in your favor, you're anxious about not being able to connect with someone, anxious about a job or anything of that nature, whatever it is you're anxious about, you're covering over your anxiety or your sadness with anger or bitterness. I'm hearing ruthless. Like you could be starting arguments with people, starting fights with people, thinking bad. Like essentially some of you guys could be like, I'm kind of getting that you might really like somebody, but you feel like you're not going to get the chance to be with them. So you're forcing yourself to think negative thoughts about that person to try to convince yourself out of liking that person. It's a lot of emotion going on right now, okay? But it's because there's just a lot of energies that are present right now, collective. And for that reason, I advise you and I highly encourage you not to attach yourself to the emotions that you're feeling right now, okay? And you're not the only one going through it. Like, a lot of us are kind of in this weird limbo phase where we don't really know what's going on or what we're supposed to be doing or what certain messages that we're getting mean. And because it involves the spirit realm and the unknown, and we're not in the spirit realm, we have to also understand about your spirit guides and your ancestors, or whatever the case might be, is they're only going to give you so much information because you're supposed to be learning lessons in this lifetime, right? So if I were to hand you, essentially like hand you the answer key, right? What are you going to learn? the Hermit card came out. This is the Virgo energy. But if your spirit guides were to give you the answer to every single thing, then you're not going to learn anything, right? And that's why I tell you, be very careful with your reactions, your interactions, your words, and anything that you do right now, because you don't realize how fragile of a time this is. Whatever you want could be right around the corner from you, right? But if you get too emotional or you start stirring up a mess or digging a hole for yourself, then you might miss whatever it is that you're waiting for. It could be right around the corner, but you just need to be able to wait and have that resilience and that patience to know that everything that's going on is in your best interest right now. For others of you, I'm hearing that people might be starting drama with you. And you have to stop and ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me, right? For some of you, I'm hearing that somebody's trying to like rush to get pregnant by you or rush to get married to you or some shit like that. That's weird shit. I don't know anything about that psycho energy, okay? But whatever the case might be, this is a moment of contemplation and meditation right now for everyone, okay? Not just for you, but for everyone, okay? So if you're feeling like really weighed down, really bogged down, really snippy and everything like that, just know that you're not the only person that's going through that, right? Don't allow yourself to sink yourself into a hole that you created, right? The mind is a powerful tool. The brain it's the computer. It controls everything in your body, physically and spiritually, right? So it's up to you to make sure that you are practicing self-regulation. And that could just simply be the message right there, is this is a moment for you to exercise and show your spirit guides and your ancestors that you have mastered self-regulation. What if what it is that you're trying to manifest into your life, you'll lose if you have not mastered self-regulation? Have you ever thought about that, right? So you could be in this waiting period and you're like, man, I really want such and such or so and I really want this to work out, and I'm having a meltdown and this isn't working and nothing's ever going to work. Well, then your spirit guides are going to say once again, it's like, okay, so then let's say you're trying to manifest a job, right? And you're already having a meltdown and you don't even realize the job is right there. It's like right around the corner. It's just this waiting period for certain energies to clear out before you can get there. Well, if you freak yourself out and drive yourself off of the edge, you're never going to get there. And you didn't even give yourself a chance, right? So you have to be willing to be comfortable with the unknown. That's really important for you. Now, some of you guys, I'm getting guided to pull. I have these handmade cards that I made, which have messages, like romantic messages from the person that you're dealing with, right? And I'm kind of getting called to pull that for some of you guys for comfort's sake. So I will be doing that because I keep getting drawn over to it. So maybe some of you guys are wondering how somebody feels about you. How somebody feels about you, and you're kind of getting in your head about it, and you're convincing yourself that everything is falling apart, that nothing is going to work out, or whatever the case might be. For others of you, I'm kind of getting that this is a period of limbo between you and what it is that you're trying to manifest, whether that be career-wise, financially, socially, whatever the case might be, and you're wondering, like, is this going to work? Am I going to get this? Is this going to go where I want or need it to go? The answer is yes. Okay? So try to find ways to be positive amidst this waiting period. Don't convince yourself that somebody's evil and start arguments with that person just because this whole situation is different from what you're used to and you're getting really anxious and feeling like it's not going to work out. Don't convince yourself that I'm going to have to go back to, let's say, working a 9 to 5 because I feel like this isn't going to come for me or this isn't going to work out for me. You don't know what's going to work out for you. There's 6 planets in retrograde right now? What are you freaking out about? You have valid reason to freak out, but why don't you find a healthy coping mechanism so that when you're bogged down by these emotions that you can get them out of your body? Because this could manifest itself into sicknesses for some of you guys. This could lead to you causing problems that weren't there to begin with, right? You don't know what's going on. And just because you don't know doesn't mean it's a rejection, right? Not knowing is just simply not knowing. So keep yourself busy. Do something else. Do something to help yourself relax, to express your frustrations, or whatever the case might be. Do something to help yourself cope. What if that's the lesson for this waiting period is, okay, how do you cope when you don't know what's going to happen? How do you cope in the limbo phase? How do you cope when you're in between what you were and what you're going to be? How do you cope, right? That's kind of what I'm getting for a lot of you. I don't feel like I need to pull a super big reading on this. I am kind of getting called to pull clarity on the Seven of Swords. Can I have clarity, please, on the Seven of Swords? Yeah. So some of you guys need to be okay with, I'm hearing opening up about your sensitivity. Because this responding with anger to tape over, I'm hearing that you feel like sadness is weak. Sadness is weak. Or you can't show sadness. I feel like I'm talking to a man right now, okay? Like, sadness is weak. Showing that you're hurt is weak. Showing that you're disappointed is weak. And it's not weak. It's not unmanly. It's not anything of that nature. It's natural. And you need to understand and learn that it is natural. You're frustrated because of what? What are you frustrated about? Be real with yourself, because being real with yourself is accepting and owning your emotions. I'm frustrated because I feel A, B, and C, but emphasize the I feel, because those are your feelings, right? Your feelings aren't always reality. There's like 7 billion, 8 billion people on this planet that process emotion completely differently than you do. So how you feel is, guess what? Your reality, right? Your reality might be totally different from somebody else's reality. And that person's reality could be different from the other person's reality. All three of you could have totally separate realities, okay? But just because you guys all view things differently and process things differently doesn't mean that somebody's right or wrong, all right? So I don't know who that's for, but that's your message for today, okay? Can I please get messages from the collective's person? If this is a romantic interest, what's the message that we have about this person? Or from this person? What would this person say? So we have, you're so beautiful. So if you're thinking somebody doesn't like you, collective, you're wrong. Somebody could be going through money problems right now, and that's what you don't know about, okay? The timing just wasn't right, okay? This person could be short or shorter than you. I'm hearing 3 more messages. Let's see. That one's not a message. That's a preference. I combined the preferences and the messages. I'm still in love with you. Okay, so you need to relax. This person could have tattoos or piercings. They could like watching movies. Can I have 2 more messages from the person? That was a lot. So somebody's saying they're ready to fight for this connection. They could play or watch sports. They could have braids or locks. For some of you, they could have short hair. One of you guys are dealing with the twin flame. Okay. Somebody's saying thank you for the spiritual lesson. Somebody could have black hair. And then somebody could be hiding messages from you. It's kind of spicy in here. All right. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that resonated. I'll probably use these little white cards more often. I'm going to have to do specific readings for love, career, and all of that shit. But this is a time to pause, meditate, and contemplate, but to not react, not respond, right? It's time for us to learn how to cope, how to self-soothe, how to regulate our emotions, okay? Not control, regulate, because emotions are there for a reason. Emotions are communicating something to you, either about your situation, about your environment, or more importantly, about yourself, right? So that's the message that I have for you. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, lots of support. Hang in there. You got this. I'll see you later. Bye.